Hi everyone, Hayden from Little Green Alien. I've made a lot of Toy Story customs and I've shown a lot on this channel, and I just wanted to do a video kind of going over some of my favorite ones. In this video I'm going to be going over my favorite Woody and Buzz customs, so let's get right into it. So right here to start things off, just a regular Toy Story collection Woody. This really isn't a custom, but it's got one little mod to it, so let me show you what that is.
There's a snake in my boot. Reach for the sky. This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
So, you know, he's got his pull string phrases, but then whenever you talk to him, hey, Woody. 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 He doesn't say anything like a normal Toy Story collection Woody would. So what I did with this one...
Hey, where'd everybody go?
Unfortunately, he still does that, but I disconnected his microphone because I feel like the interactive feature is kind of annoying sometimes. And I have another one that does have the interactive feature, but I just thought it'd be cool to have one that doesn't, so that's what I did with this one. So right here is my modded Hasbro Woody, and this is probably my favorite one out of all the simple mods I've done. So what did I do with this one? I gave him the soft and huggable head. I gave him pearl snap buttons. Unfortunately, I didn't get them on the sleeves yet. I'm not really sure exactly how I'm going to. But as you can see, I think the ones on the torso just look a lot better. I added the gem to the holster as well. I also added a small ring to the pull string. I just used the Hasbro pull string for this, because I actually really like that voice box.
Howdy, partner. My name's Woody. I like to play guitar. You're my favorite deputy. Yee-haw, cowboy. Giddy-up, partner. Hey, howdy, hey, I am looking good.
I think it's a pretty good voice box. Anyways, that is my custom Hasbro Woody. So right here, this is my Toy Story collection Woody. I feel like this is one of the most movie-accurate mods I've ever done, and I did put a lot of work and time into this one. So, I swapped out the head with the soft and huggable one. With the hat, I cut up a soft and huggable hat, and I put the rim in there. I feel like it just makes the hat sit better on his head. I also did paint hairlines as well. Added a custom voice box with Tom Hanks' voice. I added the 1995 hands. Painted the belt buckles, spurs, holster, and I added a gem to the holster. I also made the holster move a little more freely, and I made the badge removable. Really, though, this one just kind of sits, and it's just kind of a display piece. I don't really use him. He's kind of fragile, and I don't want anything to go wrong, so I just kind of display him, and, you know, that's really all he is for me, but my movie-accurate Woody. Right here, this is my end of Toy Story 4 Woody. So, exactly what I did to this is, I bought him at JCPenney, and I took out his voice box, and I put the stitch down his back, so he would look like the Woody from the end of Toy Story 4. I also added the pearl snap buttons. This one actually does have them on the sleeve, because it was easier. I also did swap out the hands for some closed Woody hands, because this one's in a live mode and doesn't really need the open hands, and I used them for another custom anyways. I put a real gem on the holster and Bonnie's on the boot. So this is my end of Toy Story 4 Woody. Also, I did remove the badge as well. So, end of Toy Story 4 Woody. So right here, this is my favorite custom Woody that I've ever made. It's this one. From 2009. It's Woody doll I got in an auction. It didn't work. I didn't know what to do with it, so I decided to make a custom. And I think it turned out pretty well. I gave him the soft and huggable head, Toy Story collection hat, put a real gem on the holster. I wrote Andy on the boot, and I gave him a smaller ring and a new voice box. Now, the reason I didn't show the voice box on Movie Accurate Woody is because these two are the same, so show it right here.
Reach for the sky. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Somebody's poisoned the water hole. There's a snake in my boot. You're my favorite deputy. like to join your posse, boys, but first I'm going to sing a little song.
So this is my favorite custom Woody I've ever made. I just really think he turned out well, and just the story behind it's really good too, so I've always liked this one. If you'd like to see my video on it, there's a link in the description. It's actually a video remake, but if you really want to see the original video, there's a link in the description of that video. So anyways, that is my favorite custom Woody right here. So now we move on to Buzz. So right here, I have a Toy Story Collection Buzz. Now, this really just looks like a normal Toy Story Collection Buzz, and it pretty much is. But there is one difference, and if you get a regular Toy Story Collection Buzz, you can see that the head sculpts are different. The head sculpt on the modded one is from the Toy Story 4 Buzz. I think it looks better. It's my favorite Buzz head sculpt, I think. And I think it just looks better than the Toy Story Collection Buzz. So, just a small, simple mod I did to this Buzz, but hey, it works. So right here, I have a Disney Store Buzz with the Toy Story 4 head sculpt. But that's not all I did. Now, this is probably the most impressive thing I've ever done on this channel, maybe other than the Tom Hanks voice box, but, you know, I'd say both of these are somewhat impressive, so this is what else this Buzz can do. He has a real laser pointer in his arm, and I just dropped him. But I never thought I'd get to doing this on this channel, but finally, just a couple months ago, I figured out how to do it, and it felt great. So, here's the Tom Hanks Woody. Let me know in the comments which one you think is more impressive, the Tom Hanks voice box or the laser. And if you'd like to see a tutorial on the laser, there's a link in the description. If you know how to solder and have a Disney Store Buzz, I definitely recommend it, but it's not easy to do. So, that's about it for the video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know which of my customs is your favorite, even if it wasn't featured in this video. And actually, if it wasn't, let me know what your favorite in this video was, because these are my favorites. But anyways, that's all I got. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Have a nice day.